Hi, this is Pauline to the Tech Model channel regarding my buddy build with switcher on the Mk4 WW1 tank, and I'm building the female version. And I had a little bit of a hiccup when I said to the switcher I'd got up to part 9. I have now, but I'd only got as far as part 4, and being the old grey cells, lack of I suppose. I read up to 9 and was preparing myself for them parts, and I thought I'd done them. When I got up here I thought, oops, so I rushed through, well not rushed, took me time this early part of the evening to get it up to part 9. All I've got to do is put the photo etch on and bend the photo etch later, and I must probably do that and put some 6 PE bits around the back of this and around the front of this box, the storage box on the back of the vehicle. So anyway, did it go together? It went together reasonably well. I'm quite happy with it. You know, it's going to look the part when it's finished. What I would say though is I don't like the spray group, the actual sprue gates on some of the parts, because they are rather thick in places, so you need to be very careful there. Also, building the driver's hatch up, I found it was awkward. I had to take it to bits once, because when I built it separately, like I said in the actual instructions, I wished I'd built it in place, which I did in the end. I found it worked out better adding the bits and gluing the other bits. Clean them all up first and put them in bit by bit. I found you get a better fit if you do that. And when I did that for this one back here, no problem. I actually did that and built this, the other hatch on the crew hatch in the vehicle, and there was not an issue with it. So this one here, I don't know if it's going to focus. Yep, this here built up perfectly sitting on the vehicle, and I eventually did it with this and all, and I found that building it up on that top plate was much easier than building it up separately and putting it on. So I would suggest, if anyone's building this, clean these bits up and glue them on bit by bit, and then you'll find you shouldn't have any problems with that then. And it worked really fine for me. Everything else, I think. Oh yeah, another thing I did is, because I had trouble with putting the first joint on and trying to keep it there. So what I did is, cleaned this plate up and used it as a jig. So if I put this on there, you'll see what I mean. So there it is. It's fitting snugly and perfectly on there. Yeah, perfect. I used it as a jig so I could build the plate up as I went round, and I found it was much better. I don't know if I can come in here closer for you. Yep, I think that's it. Yeah, so that's what I did. So I built it up all the way through to actually get it bit by bit all the way around. And I found that was a much better way of doing it. Anyway, so really that's as far as I got. So don't remember the little bits about the driver's hatch and the other hatch on the crew hatch on the top. Is to build them in place on the top plate, and then that way you'll get the fit perfect. And use one of the side sponsons, the actual sponson area that goes onto the vehicle, glues onto the actual whole centre. Use that as a jig for building the parts up. Glue one, let it dry a little bit, glue the next one, let it dry, and you'll end up getting one that fits perfectly, no problems. So that's what I've done. I cleaned the 2 centre ones. I haven't done the centre bits cleaned up yet, but I'm going to. So that's how far I've got. I've got to page 9, and the only thing I've got to finish on is the PE, which I'm going to do tomorrow, and then get on with the rest of some more of the build. So sorry about switcher, I made a hiccup with my little grey cells. I'd only got to 4 and I thought I got to 9, but now I am at 9 less the PE I've got to put on tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching my short update on my Mk1 female tank, and she hasn't answered me back once yet, so that's a good thing, isn't it, for a female not to answer you back. Anyway, see you later, and thank you, and I'll catch you later next time. Thank you, bye bye. I'm gibbering again.